Hello and welcome to Deck Techs with Ladylavinias. In this one, we're going to be looking at a deck called Dungeon Delving Wizard. And Dungeon Delving Wizard is a wizard tribal deck. It revolves around wizard ETB effects. So there's a new card in Jumpstart Historic Horizons called Harmonic Prodigy. Harmonic Prodigy says when for 2 mana, it's a 1/3 with prowess, as well as being a wizard itself. If an ability of a shaman or another wizard you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. So we have things that double the ETB effect of creatures, specifically wizards. There's Harmonic Prodigy, Naban, as well as Yarok. And that all is going to be, as well as Panharmonicon, all of that is going to be designed so that we can get our eccentric apprentice that dungeon delves when it ETBs, as well as Azarak, the Archlich, does the exact same when ETBs, it dungeon delves. So they are reoccurring dungeon delving that I can get out and get that sweet ETB effect because they are both wizards. And we do have ways to control the board in case they have a lot of creatures, with Storm's Wrath, Wizard's Lightning, or Shock. So hopefully we can control the board and wait and try to get those in. We do have Genesis Ultimatums to cheat in things as well for an explosive turn, as well as Exclusion Mages just to bounce anything that is problematic that opponents have. So let's see how the deck functions today, and we'll get right into our first game. So we're going to try to get this deck to work. I need some... We don't have a lot of early ramp, so we're going to be relying a lot on the dungeon delving treasures that we're going to get, as well as some of the board wipes to just set up and get everything going early. Okay, not a terrible hand. We have the ban early, as well as Genesis for our late game. We will set up for that. We do have the Azarak as well, which is sweet. We'll probably just go Naban for now. Our Azarak in on turn 3. Slivers, okay. We have a couple of options now. I think I still want to get this Azarak in. That still lets me scry and make a treasure. Or it lets me have the option to kill a Sliver if I need to. I don't really care about leeching Sliver, at least for now. We'll see. Thunder is fine. Take 2. Then my turn. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could set this up pretty nicely. What I think I'm going to do. We'll hold back the Wizard's Lightning. See what other slivers that they... That is a problem. That's multiple slivers. That's the problem, Sliver. Alright. A lot of triggers. let's just take the damage at least for now. Resurrect as well, again. This is 3 times now. Going to trigger. Here. Draw a card. And I think we gain a life, probably. Let's gain a life. 3, 4. I have to pay 2 to get this in, which is pretty rough, but we can go through it pretty quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -3. Oh, Exquisite Blood. Alright, so that's 3 triggers. They can gain all of that. Alright, we're doing here and here. Of course. Okay. Okay, scry first. Land, what we need. Our creature can't attack you. Turn. Then scry another 2. Put this. Yeah, we can put that because we're gonna Genesis. And right now I'm just hoping that they don't have hasty slivers. 6. Alright, I really need some good stuff. Let's go with the Genesis ultimatum. Not ideal. Gonna make a bunch black skeletons. All of this is really good. I say all of it? I do this. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we do this, so we draw it anyway. Okay, so we should probably go with Exclusion Mage. Yes. Just to make sure that they're back up there. Now I'm feeling a little more comfortable to attack. I'm still worried about a flyer, but hopefully we can go around again and be a little safer. Looks like they just like Bloodlines, that's fine. And we have stabilized the board. Okay, we're gonna gain as much life as we possibly can. I do need a flyer that'll stay on the board just in case. One can't attack. Try 2. Put this back. Get her back in. Triggers to the top 2. Okay. I will decline. I will trigger prowess. I will scry 3. It's gonna get really gross really quick. Okay. Keep 3 on top. I will draw 3, reveal them, play the Genesis, prowess, prowess, prowess. I will get, and that's about the game. Alright, so we were able to stabilize versus the Slivers. They went really quick. I'm glad that I held back for the flying in haste, but you see how the deck is supposed to go. You kind of go through the dungeons just a lot. You can get through them pretty quickly, and even multiple times in a single turn. Dungeons are really, really good for balancing things out, and they're pretty fun when you could just, you know, go through the whole dungeon a single time. But I think the Genesis Ultimatum was that's it for opponent, and I don't honestly blame them. Okay. We'll try this again. I want to be able to show you a little bit more on how it's run versus some of the more aggro decks as well. So we do have 3 check lands, which I don't really love. Although this hand is pretty sweet otherwise. We had the Harmonic as well as the Wizard's Lightning to deal with things, and the Azarax. So you know what? I will. I'll keep it even though it is all check lands and I don't... might find something better. Okay. So worst case scenario, next turn we will be able to play Shock. If we get an untapped non-Shock land, we can play the Prodigy. Okay, looks like we're doing this while holding up the Shock. Opponent in Orzhov. Not doing much. Okay. So I think we're gonna go our Harmonic Prodigy either or. We're not gonna be able to hold up the Shock, but I think I would rather just at least have this in. Could just die straight up. We'll play the Sulphur Falls and then have the Fabled Passage. Either or, doesn't really matter that much. We'll see if the Prodigy lives, or if it's just a straight up murder, or walk the plank, or so many other things it could be. Alright. Let's get this in. Probably get our 1 forest. That's fine. Probably going to attack first before anything. Okay, and we'll play our Stormclin Artist first. We have 2 of them, and next turn I can play Naban, and if we draw a land, we can go Azarac. Is it Mortify? That's fine. They took that 1 damage. Totally fine. But it means that we're not going to hit double the ETBs, but that's okay. Bantu. Just straight up Bantu. Alright then. Sure. If I do this and hold up the Shock, then I get double the treasures, right? These are shamans, not... Bond is strictly for wizard. But I'll still get the... I'll still get 2 treasures if I do this. Which isn't too bad. But I think I want a little bit more of the scry. I'm gonna do that instead. I want scry. Get Scry and a treasure. I do not want a second Nabon because it is legendary. And we will create a treasure token. Be used with other problems. Pass the turn. We'll take 5. That is totally fine. Okay. Cry of the Carnarium is worse, though. Much I can do there, though. I want to do this. Get a treasure back anyway. It's unfortunate. Cry is definitely the worst for our deck, specifically. Okay, we could do this, or I can just hold back and then get even more treasures. Might be the play, because then I can at least get another thing, getting enough for if we top deck a Genesis Ultimate. Cry the Carnarium ruins our deck, because we have a lot of 2-drops or 1-drops. Or, sorry, 2 power or 1 power creatures. Sell up to 3 target cards from a single graveyard. Take another 5. I don't really want to, but fine. Seems like there's a ton of removal in this deck. A lot of... There's also life gain elements as well. We would just target face to make sure, again, just in case we pull a Genesis Ultimatum because, you know, luck. Because luck. Alright. Well, that worked out very, very well for us. We will hold back. We do get the Explosion Mage, so we'll be able to respond to. They do have a Blast Zone that I have to keep in mind from now on. Looks like a lot of removal. Please buys us a little bit of time. We don't have our Panharmonicon and most of our wizards that double. We did put a Nabon to the bottom. Not 2. Died. That's okay. See if they have removal for all of my creatures. Thankfully, we're not going to be dead at least this turn because the Bantu is less. Okay, so we will have to immediately kill this then. It is exiled. So they can do 1 damage. They want. Let's get our Azarak in. Fortunately, it is just it just triggers only once. Sad. It's okay. Cry. Reflections of Lichara is interesting. attack. Here. 5. I think I bounce the Bolus. Or, sorry, the Bantu, not Bolus. So unfortunately, it's on 2, so it shouldn't hit anything that we have. We have 3. Nice, Zeltapa, nice. Okay. We can make it a 1/1, right? Mason Barrow 1 toughness. We go Wizard. We will... Oh, I need it to... that on that side. This one comes in. This. At 0. And we full swing. Okay. Shadow's Verdict is very unfortunate for us. Another board wipe, as well as a Revitalize. Not something that we want. Go Prodigy. Really let us trigger a bunch of times. Triggers 3 times. And draw a card. Okay, I think we go to the dungeon, the Mad Mage. This time around. I mean, this one also lets me attack, but we don't have attackers, so I think we're just gonna go to the Mad Mage. Okay. Oh, and it looks like they have had enough of all of my triggers, so we would have been able to, let's see, make it through 3 more, so 1, 2, 3, so we would be able to get through the Dungeon of the Mad Mage because we had enough mana to recast this, to draw 3 cards and play them and do it all around again, and they were just not having it with their Orzhov heavy removal exile deck. I really like the Zeltapa though, but that's what happens sometimes. You kind of see how the deck is supposed to form, and you need to at least stabilize. You can come back even when there's board wipes and things like that because of all your dungeon delving, which is pretty neat. So I hope you liked this deck. If you enjoyed the deck techs on this channel, please give a sub for me. I really appreciate it. Make sure you're following this channel, and I will be back next time with some more deck techs. So until then, bye YouTube!